Hey, how you doing? Austin here. In this Ethereum update video, I'm going to be talking about really two major things. I'm going to be talking about the B word event that happened yesterday and the impact that that has had on Ethereum. Our buddy Elon came out and publicly acknowledged that he owned Ethereum, which was a good thing in my opinion in the long term. What do you think about it? Drop in the comments below. Do you think that Elon's comments about Ethereum and owning it have had a positive impact and will have a long-term positive impact? Just let me know your thoughts. As always, I know Elon is a very polarizing figure, and so I'm curious to what you would think about that. Also, we're going to talk about the fact that in the very near future, when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, that it's possible that there will be a uncoupling, if you will, of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I want to look at that as well as we'll look at the overall chart and price action and kind of see what is going on there. As always, thank you for your support of my channel. I truly appreciate it. And this video is, of course, for entertainment purposes only. If you don't know this already, I've got a Patreon group, my private group over links below. Check that out. I've got two levels, supporter, inner circle. At the inner circle level, you get access to my portfolio. You see what I'm buying, what I'm holding. You get to know when I buy, when I sell before I do it. I also let you guys know about hot crypto tips that I have over there. This is content and information that I usually do not ever really share on my YouTube channel. And you also get the ability to direct message me as well. I've also got a Discord group at both levels. So if that's of interest to you, check that out. Link below. Here we go. Let's talk about the overall state of the union with Ethereum. As you can see right now, Ethereum's trading at around 2,025, up 2.96%. The overall market is up in the last 24 hours, and Bitcoin is right there, kind of trading at 1.25. I've said this publicly quite a bit. Bitcoin and Ethereum, in my mind, are coupled. You know, where Bitcoin and Ethereum go, usually they are leading the way and the rest of the cryptocurrency market follows them. Okay, so in a minute, we're going to talk about that article, and there's some content about the fact that there could be a decoupling ahead where they don't really run lockstep to each other, and they kind of will go their own separate ways from an impact standpoint, meaning said a different way, when Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum may or may not go up with it, or vice versa. When Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum may or may not go down with it. That's a decoupling scenario, because right now it pretty much is the way it is, right? You can even look at this chart right here and you can see that they are absolutely coupled, right? You know, you can look at Bitcoin's chart right here and you can see that Ethereum's chart looks almost exactly the same. I've also noticed though that Ethereum tends to have a more exaggerated effect. And what I mean by that, like for example, look at the 7 day. See how Ethereum's up 5.77 and Bitcoin's up 2.75. Usually we get a broader impact, both from the positive and the negative. Ethereum goes up more and it goes down more in relation to Ethereum. A larger percentage movement is really what I'm talking about, okay? So let's take a look at the overall chart action on Trading View. This is a 1 hour. Each candlestick represents 1 hour's worth of trading volume. What's interesting to note here, excuse me, is we had our bottom level, which was right here. Really, this was our support level. Again, I'm assuming you knew this, we did hit into the 17s. 1718 was actually, it's probably not quite that. It's a little bit more than that because that little candle right there. So 1716 was really our low as of late, and we hit that on yesterday on July 2-1, and then we've had a really nice rebound back. Now, what I want to point out here is I want to point this line right here. You see how I kind of drew that? Well, it looks like we've got, I was kind of like, okay, we're continuing to roll up, but we are absolutely beginning to show and form what I'm seeing as a potential sideways pattern. Now, I realize that line is not at the support levels right now, and I'm drawing it just kind of looks like that's what we're going to see. Looks like we're going to see kind of this beginning of a sideways channel pattern starting to form there, because we're going higher highs and, well, not relative to past, but in this short instance, in this last 24 hours, we were going higher highs and higher lows continuing. And then we started right in here. You could see where we started to kind of lose some of that momentum, where we weren't quite achieving higher highs and higher lows, if you will, and it started that sideways action. Then we got this kind of gradual stair step up, and it certainly looks like we're beginning to kind of move sideways in this pattern. A good period of consolidation is what I'm seeing right there. Okay, so I want to talk about the fact of the B word event. Okay, so Elon Musk came out, I'm sure you know by now, at the B word event, which was a Bitcoin focused event. He came out and said publicly that he owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin personally. And he also owns, obviously, Bitcoin through SpaceX and Tesla. Nobody really knew that SpaceX owned Bitcoin. He admitted that yesterday. Okay, so I firmly believe that this right here, whether you like Elon or not, I think that this movement right here is Elon. I think that it's Elon / the B word event, and the fact that Ethereum, kind of came into the overall discussion. Okay, and I firmly believe that that is absolutely what you're seeing there. All right. So again, we've bounced up about 16%. But now the question on the table is, is 2,500 next? That certainly would be nice as an Ethereum owner. I would love to see us continue to go up and just go up. I mean, I still think we're on track to hit 10,000 per coin, into next year. I think that's entirely possible. So it's 2.5 thousand, 2,500, absolutely a possibility. I certainly believe that it is. Okay. So we rebounded sharply after Elon Musk mentioned and disclosed that he owns some. So that's about Bitcoin right there. So Ether was holding on his previous session's gain on Thursday. Yep, it reclaimed 2,000 on Wednesday. We saw that. So it's rallied as much as 18. It's bounced up, 18% from that low and continued to kind of to move upwards, if you will, a little bit from there. Let's see. So right here, classic pattern sets 2.5 target. 2.5K, target for Ethereum. So that would be the next target line. It looks like that we are now trying to head towards. I think right now though we've got that sideways pattern, and we'll see if that continues to evolve and see if that if that trend line continues. But I thought that it was worth mentioning that people are already starting to talk about a 2.5 or 2,500 level right there, and that would be really, really nice, especially if you picked up Ethereum, when we bounced down into the 17 and 1800s. That was absolutely a great strike price to be able to buy that. Let's wrap up with this particular piece of content here. There's a possibility, I've already mentioned this in the intro, in the previous part, that we could see a potential decoupling where Bitcoin and Ethereum really don't walk lockstep between each other, right? So we'll see if that, that's been happening, by the way, since 2018, okay? So I want to show you right down here, decoupling. So this is all kind of correlated around, there's your word of the day, correlated around the fact that Ethereum's network is moving to this moving from proof of work to proof of stake, known as ETH 2.0. So it might limit its correlation. So they're specifically talking about Ethereum 2.0 being that catalyst, that scenario to play out to effectively decouple Ethereum and Bitcoin. Okay. And oh, by the way, there's this deflationary situation that's going to be as part of this Ethereum investment proposal 1559, okay? So this is all part of this Ethereum 2.0 that could bring in a deflationary aspect that could wipe out at least 1 million ETH tokens every year from the circulating supply, thus making the asset scarcer, i.e. the price goes up, which is a good thing long term, okay? So we will see if that is possible, if that happens. And right here, quote, it's possible that a decoupling could occur between Bitcoin and Ether following the completion of transition to 2.0, as the tokenomics, how ETH works on the 2.0 blockchain, will be different to at present. Quote, demand for ETH could vary depending on stake and reward yields at the time, which in turn could drive the price of ETH higher or lower independently from other cryptos. Okay, so it's also that staking reward scenario really stepping in and becoming a major theme in the overall Ethereum 2.0. Again, we'll see how that all plays out, but I thought this was relevant to bring to you to really talk about the scarcity factor of wiping out, a million ETH tokens a year. So bring in that deflationary aspect. We've got everything else that's coming with Ethereum 2.0, but also, this moving to the proof of stake scenario looks like it has the possibility to really bring that decoupling of Bitcoin and Ethereum. What do you think? Drop in the comments below. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? We'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you for your support of my videos, the support of my channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you down the road. Take it easy. Bye.